Brendan Rodgers was speaking to the media ahead of an away trip to Paisley this weekend. Five-a-side, patience is needed. Well, here on Fog Entertainment, we're going to split it straight down the middle and talk about everything he said. Because, why the hell not? It's Friday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We will have the European review show later on tonight, some point. But we'll also have the SPFL preview show as well. There's a lot to talk about, guys. I've been absent the past couple of days. But I'm back. Alright, I'm back. I'm safe. The Hoops have made just 4 signings this summer. But they're still in the market for a left back and midfield player. But he's told the fans, patience. Alright? Reel it in. You need to reel it in, is what Brendan Rodgers is telling Celtic fans, and I quote, "I have been here before and can manage it better, but it doesn't make me any less ambitious. This is the club that I want to be at. This is the club I want to do the very, very best at, as I know that I represent the supporters to drive the team and the club forward. I think every manager will have a moment in the window where you're frustrated because you want to get players in and work with them and give them time." End of quote from Brendan Rodgers. I believe the culture, beginning of quote again. I believe the culture is here to set up and coach players to be better and improve. The quicker we can get them, of course, the quicker improvements take place. But unfortunately, we are not in total control of it. You're always reliant on the other club and player as well. So sometimes you have to rely on that patience. It's very difficult for supporters. It's very hard because there's so much you hear and read. As a Celtic supporter, you're probably looking at the team and going, wow, they're playing so well. And if we can add the few that really elevate it, then it could be a really, really exciting season. But that is exactly my intention as well. It can be frustrating, but my experience tells you that you have to be patient, wait and judge it when the market closes. End of quote. Essentially, this is Brendan Rodgers saying, right, Celtic fans, I know we've been dealt a shite hand here and we're not signing anybody, even if we are about to win our millionth trophy in a row. But patience is key. It's just El Generico for Rodgers, man. It's it takes two to tango. You need the selling club and the buying club to agree. You need the player and his agent to agree. This is it. Everyone knows this, right? If you're in the footballing bubble, which obviously you are because you're watching this video, right? That's nothing new. We know what it takes to sign a player, right? It's not FIFA. Even though as the years go on, FIFA does get a tad more realistic with fees and all that stuff getting fired into the business. But come on, Rodgers. You're talking mince or what? But it goes back to the age-old conundrum. It's like, does Celtic really need to spend money? Probably, no, they don't. Honestly, like the links recently of Hatate, Kyogo, and O'Reilly leaving. If Celtic lost those 3, right, I'm not delusional. It weakens them. But are Celtic still favourites to win this league title if they lost those 3? Absolutely. Because it takes more than 3 players to make up a team at the end of the day, right? And they've still got other great players. I look at last season. There was a lot of those old firms. Celtic were going into it a bit weaker. Injuries. Hatate, Carter Vickers were out. Rocking up with inexperienced centre halves, etc., etc. And Rangers didn't step up the task. So, how could I sit here and say, if those 3 left the club and they didn't sign anyone, we'd do brilliant. Here, does it enhance our chances? Absolutely. No two ways about it. Does it mean we're going to win the league if that happens? No. If Celtic lost those 3, which I think is a bit of a push, it could happen if the right money's offered, Celtic would sign players, man. There is no way that board would think selling those 3 and bringing no one in would be good enough. And even if they sold those 3, I think if Celtic sold those 3, they'd probably bring in about 6 players. I'm not saying they'd bring in 6 £10 million players, even though they could very well go ahead and do it. They could if they wanted to, but they don't really need to. Anyway, moving on to Brendan Rodgers joking about the Celtic transfer exit links would leave him with a 5-a-side team as he shares the latest on his boys that could be leaving. He says, in terms of speculation and gossip over the last week or so, I'm preparing for a 5-a-side game at the weekend. He quipped. Brendan Rodgers showing a wee bit of banter here. There's been so many players linked with going away, but that's no different. There's nothing concrete. There's clearly interest in Matt and a number of other players at this moment in time. We're very clear and focused on preparing for St Mirren until I get told otherwise. That's exactly what we'll do. As I stand here now live, then Matt is available for the weekend. End of quote. So, not really focusing on Atati and Kyogo. We've seen City, Guardiola come out and essentially say that, yeah, we're not looking to add anybody in this window, but the Man City Kyogo link was legit. Who knows who got filtered through or whatever, but yeah. I did say yesterday, was it Wednesday? When I made the Fed, it is one of those deals that you could see happening as like a number two striker at City, because I mean, Kyogo's good, man. There's no two ways about it. And I think he offers something different to Haaland. I think that's what City have lacked maybe with Haaland. Like a proper. I mean, he does have pace, but it's weird. And he is always in the right place. But, you know, if you think of City before Haaland, like, you know, you think of like Leroy Sané and Sterling and, you know, these like quick, rapid wingers that were like getting tap-ins for like just a couple of yards out. I'm not, you know, Haaland does provide that, but I think with Kyogo, he just has that extra bit of pace that I think could be deadly. Absolutely. For Manchester City. But anyway, guys, I want you to leave your thoughts down below. Because Big Stevie Cool is signing out on Fog Football. What do you make of the Rodgers comments? Is he right? Just got to have a little bit of patience. Take that.